Hello everyone, my name is Alan Paquette, and this is the Rulebook Rundown, where I go through my board games and teach the rules to my future self, and anyone else that's interested. Today's game is going to be the 3 to 5 player trick-taking game, the Dwarf King. Let's set it up. Okay, we have Dwarf King here. Probably didn't see it at the beginning. I have it set up for a 3-player game. In a 3-player game, you take out the green 2. In a 4 or 5-player game, you keep this in as well, just so the cards even out. So I'm going to turn these face up just to help demonstrate this, but these would obviously be face down in your hand, or not face down in your hand, but just hidden in your hand. And so this is a trick-taking game with variable turn objectives. The goal of the game is to have the most points after 7 rounds. And you'll just keep track of the points on a side sheet of paper, writing those down. So the basic gameplay is there are 3 different suits. There's the knights, which are blue, the dwarves, which are green, and the goblins, which are red. The numbers range from 2 to 10, and then Jack, Queen, King, Ace. And then there are a stack of special cards that you only do one of the special cards mixed in each round. So that is this mummy card here, which we'll get to that in a little bit. Standard trick-taking rules apply here. I won't go into that since that's pretty standard, but if you have any questions about it, feel free to put in the comments and I can answer that most definitely. So the main thing for this game is whoever is dealt the 5 of knights, and this has reminder text at the bottom here, that they are the ones that choose the quest. They reveal that card to show that they have that one, and then they reveal the top scoring tile. So in this one, they get to choose between Cavalry Charge, which will give everybody +4 points for each jack that they take, or Cavalry Retreat, which is -4 points for each jack. So they decide maybe what's best for them, what's worse for their opponent. So say they do the Cavalry Charge +4 points for each jack. So that is kind of kept aside, and so those are the only cards, that's the only way to score points this round, is by taking the jacks. So none of the other stuff matters, it's just going to be jockeying for whoever has control. So after the person with the blue 5 chooses the thing, the person with the red 5, which this says on here, you lead the first trick with a card of your choice. So they would reveal that they have this goblin 5, and then they get to lead. You do not have to lead with that goblin 5, so maybe they would lead with this goblin ace. And then I would give up the 3 because I have to follow suit, and then they would maybe do the 2 over here because they have to follow suit. So this person had won the trick, but this is not worth any points right now because only the jacks are for this round. So whoever wins the trick will continue on leading for subsequent tricks, and you play until all of the cards are gone. Whichever person takes the trick with the green 5, says on here, they will become the dealer for the following hand. So that's one to kind of keep an eye out for, so you will be the dealer in the next hand. The special cards, each of them are quite a bit different. This one, for instance, this mummy, is a copy of the card that took the last trick, having the same rank and same suit. So if this trick was done the last time, this ace of goblins would have been the one that took the trick. So if this player then played the mummy, this would also be considered an ace of goblins. So then I would have to follow it up with a goblin, and they would have to do a goblin as well. Yeah, so once they are all the tricks are taken, You tally up the points, see, for instance, who got the jacks, and you note those amount of points. Then you go to the next round. For the next round, this special card gets taken out, and then another special card gets put in. We like to keep the card secret, but in the rules it does say that you can reveal the card, read it so everybody understands how it works, and then shuffle it in and deal everything out just like this. Then whoever gets the blue 5 the next time will get to pick again. So for this one, dwarves, 8s, and 9s get points, or neither dwarves, 8s, or 9s. So you could either have positive points or negative points for taking the green cards and the 8 or 9 of that suit, or of any suit actually. 8s and 9s would get a point, so the green 8s and 9s would both be worth 2 points. So you go through for 7 rounds of that, and whoever has the most points wins the game. If there's a tie, you continue playing until you finish a round and one person has the most points. It is possible, depending on these choices, for everybody to be in negative points at the end of the game, which is pretty fun, in which case whoever has the highest value, meaning closest to 0, will be the victor. And I believe that is everything there is to Dwarf King. And that's it. That's basically all you need to know in order to play the Dwarf King. The one thing that I forgot to mention that I figured I should throw in here is that there are also special cards of rank 11 and rank 1. The important thing to know is that the 11s are valued between the 10s and the jacks, and then the 1s are valued underneath the 2s. So when following suit, that's going to be how they rank for taking the trick. Each of them have their own special instructions on them, which are really easily read and understood, but mainly where they place in that ranking hierarchy is pretty important. So that is it. Thanks for watching. If you're looking for another interesting board game, you can check out this video right here. But until next time, keep gaming. Have a good one.